I want to show you how to obtain a Texas dealer's license. And I'm going to go right down the list here. Web-based dealer training course. One of the steps in obtaining your Texas dealer's license, which is referred to as a general distinguishing number, is to take a 6-hour online dealer training course. The course is only required for independent motor vehicle dealer licenses. The Department of Motor Vehicles requires you view the entire 6-hour course, and after you complete the training, you'll be able to easily download your official certificate of completion, and this will show the state you have completed the entire 6-hour training course. You will need to submit that certificate with your online application, otherwise you would not be able to apply for your license. In your dealer training course, we're going to show you how to apply for your Texas dealer's license correctly. We have an entire section that shows you how to apply through the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles e-licensing system. You can no longer apply for your dealer's license via mail. All persons must now apply for the license through the e-licensing system, and that also includes any renewals or amendments. Texas dealer licenses are issued for 2-year terms. The person taking the course must either be an owner or manager that is actually listed on the application. If a person who completes the course leaves the business, then another owner or manager for the business must take the course prior to the next renewal. If a dealer has been licensed for more than 10 years as of September 1st of 2019, that dealer does not have to take the course. If a person has been licensed for less than 10 years as of September 1st of 2019, that person would need to take a renewal course in order to renew their dealer's license. If a dealer has already taken the new applicant course or the renewal course and applies for a new license, then the dealer may just upload a copy of the course completion certificate rather than having to take the course all over again. When you apply for your dealer's license, the state of Texas will review your criminal history and the criminal history of each owner, manager, and partner that's on the license application. Criminal history does not disqualify a person from obtaining a Texas dealer's license, but the state wants to make sure that they are not issuing a dealer's license, to someone that was managing an auto theft ring last year or something like that. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles requires dealers to be of a high level of ethical standard because once you have your license, you will have oversight over very large financial transactions, since most of the vehicles you sell will be worth several thousands of dollars. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles may deny applicants a license based on their criminal history. Before applying, you should run a criminal history check if you do have criminal history, and you can get that evaluation letter through the e-licensing system. Another step is to register your business with the Secretary of State or your local county. Most dealers will register their dealership name with the Texas Secretary of State's office and include copies of each registration with your dealer application. The Texas Secretary of State wants to have a record of every business that's operating in the state of Texas. Sole proprietors and general partnerships are exempt. However, sole proprietors and general partnerships must file an assumed name certificate in any county they operate in unless they're using their own proper name. So registering your business with the Secretary of State or your county is covered in great detail in your dealer training course. For additional information for registering your business with the Secretary of State, you can call the Business and Commercial section of the Texas Secretary of State at 512-463-5555. Another step is to have a business building. You will have to have a building in order to obtain your Texas dealer's license. The building you use for your license must be zoned for the operation of a dealership. So be sure to check with your city or your county planning and zoning office to ensure the building that you will use for your license is zoned to sell motor vehicles. You must have an office in the building with, at minimum, a desk, 2 chairs, internet access, and a working telephone listed in your dealership name. These requirements are actually written into Texas state law. If you do not own the building at which your dealer license will be located, the lease for the building may not expire before your dealer license expiration date, and the minimum lease would be for at least 2 years. Another step is to have a display area. You must have a display area that has sufficient space to display 5 of the vehicle types that you'll be selling as a dealer. The display area must be the same address as the building that houses your Texas dealer's license, and your display area may be inside the building or outside the building. You must make sure your vehicle inventory is separate from other businesses' customer parking. The display area may be located, like I said, inside or outside the building, and it must have adequate lighting if you are going to be conducting business at night. Another step is to obtain, for most dealers, a $25,000 dealer surety bond. Used motor vehicle dealers are required to get a $25,000 dealer bond, and it must be issued for at least 2 years, and you'll need to maintain your bond during your entire licensure period. You can easily obtain a bond from any bonding company or an insurance company, and with good credit, a $25,000 bond should cost around $200 to $300 a year. You'll need to also have a business sign. You'll need a permanent business sign that is visible from the public roadway. The dealership name on a sign must be at least 6 inches or larger for retail dealers. Be sure the letters in the dealership sign meet the minimum height requirements under Texas law. Another step is to maintain business hours. A retail dealer must be open at least 4 days a week for at least 4 consecutive hours per day. A wholesale dealer must be open at least 2 days per week for at least 2 consecutive hours per day. Business hours must be prominently displayed near the entrance to the building. You may post your business hours on the front of the building or on a window or on a business sign. The dealership must be open and staffed during the posted hours of operation. Always remember, regardless of the hours you choose, you must answer your telephone from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. from Monday through Saturday, or the phone must be answered by a legitimate answering service, a bona fide employee, or some type of answering machine. Also, Texas Blue Law prohibits a dealer from selling vehicles on Saturday and Sunday. A dealer may choose to be open on Saturday or Sunday, but can never be open on Saturdays and Sundays. Travel trailer and trailer semi-trailer dealers may operate 7 days a week. If a person holds a motor vehicle license and a trailer license, they may open on Saturday and Sundays, but cannot sell motor vehicles on Saturday and Sunday. Remember, motor vehicles may only be sold on Saturday or Sunday, but never on both dates. Records. Texas dealers must maintain records on all vehicles purchased and sold for a minimum of 4 years. So your records can either be stored via paper or electronically, but must be kept for at least 4 years. We will cover records extensively in your dealer training course. Employer identification number. Before submitting your dealer license application, most persons will need to obtain an employer identification number, which is also called an EIN. This is a number that's used to identify the new business you're starting, and it's going to be needed for tax purposes as well. Obtaining an employer identification number is a very quick and easy step that will only take a few minutes. And we actually have step-by-step instructions on how to complete this dealer licensing step in your dealer pre-license training course. You'll need to make sure that you're following all state and federal laws. In your dealer license training course, we're going to show you how to comply with all the state laws that come out of Austin and all the federal laws that come out of Washington. If you follow every state and federal law, you will be able to achieve much higher profits. If you maintain 100% compliance, you will maintain 100% profits. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles is basically giving you a license to go out and make as much money as you can, as long as you follow all the rules. In your Texas dealer course, we're going to show you how easy it is to follow the rules. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure and click on that blue enroll button that you see at the very top right of the screen, and that will allow you to start your training course. So remember, life is short and there is a world of opportunity that awaits you.